We have seen traditionally minerals have been a major area from where the questions have been asked by UPSC. But the manner and the choices they have for the minerals have considerably changed in recent time. There are fewer of them being asked from the classical match the mines and the thing. But however, the new minerals which are in news these days, I made a small collection for you. And I'm going to give you for preliminary examination 3 parts video on minerals. In the first part, I'm going to talk about the one which is now in news because of energy transformation, and there are 12 of those minerals. I have picked up with the highlights. I'm sure you have read them, but then here is a quick revision for you, or maybe some of them which have been missed out, some new fact that you missed out. You can watch it here and then can see this. Do watch this whole video so that you don't miss out any fact that which has been in news. In fact, the first one I have got on my list is lithium. Lithium is known for EV and then grid storage also. Quite often it is also referred as white gold that we have got. And India, nearly 100%, I should say, 100% is dependent on import at the moment. We have got Salal that we have got, and Amara that we have got, region in Jammu and Kashmir, Riyasi district. We have some reserves identified, and then very soon we'll be having some. But at the moment, Australia and Chile remains the more dependent supplier for India that we have got. And then this is where maximum is coming from Australia. And Chile is also from brine that they have got is a good potential for them. Coming to the next mineral that we have got is cobalt. Cobalt is used in lithium-ion batteries for cathode, that you know that. And again, here also we have 100% import dependence. Source is basically Kabul that we have got, and from DRC and Australia are the places from where we are getting this. And then DRC, I must mention that that is having 76% of the proven global reserve of cobalt that we have got. And the mines are Mutanda mines, if you can keep that pointer in mind. And then quite often they're referred as a conflict mineral that we have got. And then cobalt, as you know, that is used as cathode. It saves from overheating as such. Then the third mineral I picked up for you is nickel, used in EV batteries. And then stainless steel industry traditionally has been using it. And again, here we have got 100% dependence on import that we have got. In NiCad battery, nickel cadmium battery, they have been used, and they're very high density energy that they have got. And maximum of the world is coming from Indonesia, of course, Sulawesi mines that we have got in Indonesia, and also Canada has got a good amount of reserve that we have got. But then there are some restrictions on the ban of import of ores that we have got, because Indonesia wants to maximize its profit. If it exports ores, of course, there is a fewer earning that it has got in the process. So that way it was in news, and I expect it to be keeping in mind. Also, the fourth one I have got on my list is graphite, and then maximum is in China. And of course, Madagascar also has got, Mozambique also has got good amount of deposit of graphite that we have got, and used in fuel cells, batteries, anodes that we have got. And we also import synthetic graphite. I mean, that's something which is, it's also man-made and also natural that we have got. And we have found some of its presence in Arunachal Pradesh and also in Odisha. I mean, you have got some deposit in Odisha that we have got in Napada, Bolangir, that is Eastern Ghat region that we have got, and Dibang Valley of Arunachal Pradesh that we have got some deposit to be identified. And then we have got fifth is copper. Of course, that's required for wiring, wind turbines, and what you have got. Again, we are a net importer for copper that we have got. Maximum is in Chile. And then we have Escondida mines that we have got, Chuquicamata mines that we have got, where we have got good amount of copper to be expected. Then we have rare earth animals are there, minerals are there, rare earth minerals are there, REE. And Monazite sands is something which we also can keep in mind. That's coastal Kerala and Odisha region that we have got the deposit. The next one is silicon, and for photovoltaic cell, and for the ambitious project that we have got PM Surya Ghar, rooftop mission that we have got, silicon is extremely, extremely important. But one mineral that has been in news is gallium. And gallium, again, coming from China. And gallium is a semiconductor that we have got. It's, semiconductor between conductor and insulator that we have got. And used in gallium, used in solar cell, and quite often it is seen as a byproduct of bauxite, and then processing of bauxite that we have got. I suppose China needs it for itself, and there has been some restrictions, ban on the exportation of gallium from China. And then we need it for high performance chips for photovoltaic cells that we have got. LED lights also we need it. 5G, 6G infrastructure for uh, the communication that we needed. And then, I suppose this is gallium has been in news, and I expect that you should have some more facts, and you must have read about it already. Then we have got germanium. Germanium again is a big deposit coming from China, so to say, used in optical fiber and solar cells. 100% importation that India is doing, and then again they are used for 5G and 6G networking that we can imagine. Then we have vanadium. Vanadium is basically is maximum production coming from China. Of course, Brazil and Russia are also exporters of vanadium. It's a basically used for redox, that is RE, red, and ox that we have got. Reduction, that is gaining electrons, and then oxidation, losing electrons that we have got. And this is what is used for electricity storing, and electrolytes in liquid state that we have got. This vanadium is being used. And I suppose uh, they are also in for chemical reaction for storage and release of energy that we have got. uh, Reduction is basically gaining electrons. In anyway, I'm not into that at this moment, so I'd like you to look into that. Vanadium is one particular mineral I like you to highlight for PET examination. Then tellurium is so much in news. Is a thin film solar cell that we have got, maximum again coming from China. For high efficiency cadmium and telluride solar panels, tellurium is the real thing that we talked about. Then comes the last in the list that we have got for you is indium. Indium, again, maximum comes from China. Uh, in fact, South Korea and Japan also contribute, but maximum is coming from China. And that is something which is where we have got ITO, that is indium tin oxide, which is, basically electrically conducting and optically transparent metal. I mean, that's something which you understand used for LCDs, touch screens, and those places. Like you have got conductivity and transparency both. Amazing combination, and that electronic industry of today basically needs it all over. And then they required in high efficiency PV cells, and also copper, indium, and gallium silicide that we can possibly expect them to be used in. And there are plenty of usages that we have got, from touchscreen to whatnot. But then I like you to just keep in mind that lithium, cobalt, and nickel, they are most optimally used in batteries. And then we have got germanium, gallium, and then we have got uh, uh, tellurium, and shall we say, what else? Silicon. They are most optically used for solar cells that we have got. Apart from this, for green energy, I like to give you those three more bonus references. I like you to quickly keep that in mind. One is neodymium and dysprosium, and they are basically, again, maximum China. They are the sources for permanent magnet, and used for EVs, and then used for wind turbines and whatnot, that they can be used. Neodymium and dysprosium. Then we have lanthanum. Lanthanum, again, China has about 70% of it, used for camera lenses, hybrid car batteries, that's again very much in news. And in green energy, they can also be seen as a contributor. And then we have nickel, as I mentioned to you already. That is where we have got Odisha, Jharkhand are also coming up. And we have Indonesia, I mentioned to you a little while ago. And then Philippines and Russia is also coming up. You know, that region that there we have got nickel good presence. I suppose this was my first part of it. I'll give you some more of this in minerals, and I hope that we are able to catch in PT examination if they're asking something around that. See you in the next video.